So we have our game, and when I press the start key, you can see that the reindeer appear randomly, and if I press my mouse button, it makes the reindeer disappear. But if you full screen your game, you'll notice there's a bug in the programming. So now I'm going to hit my left mouse button, but I'm going to hold it down. So when I hold it down, you can see I can make all of the reindeer disappear just like as if I was like firing a machine gun. But we don't want that to be the case. So we're going to fix that now. Okay. So the way that we're going to fix it is we come here to our reindeer code, and this is the condition that checks if the reindeer should disappear, and we have it set as mouse down. Right? So if mouse down and touching the bullseye, we make the reindeer disappear, but we're not going to make it check if mouse is down. What we're going to do is we're going to create a variable. And so let's go ahead and come over here to the data tab, create make a variable, and we're going to call this one, what should we call it? Let's call it hit. Okay. So this is going to signify if the reindeer was hit by a bullet. And so what we're going to say is if hit is equal to true. Okay. So we're going to say if hit's equal to true, then we're touching the bullseye, then delete the clone. So now when do we set hit equal to true? Right. Well, in the very beginning, we want to set hit equal to false. So right here in the green flag click, we're going to say hit equal to false. And so we only want to do this if hit's equal to true, and we're going to do that by getting another green flag click when green flag clicked. And what we're going to do here is we're going to have a forever loop that's going to check should I make the hit variable equal to true. And we're going to have an if statement in there checking, and we're going to check if the mouse button is down and a new variable is equal to false. Okay, so this new variable, we're going to call it fire. And this will be set to true if we clicked on the left mouse button. Okay, so we're going to set fired equal to false in the very beginning, and when we get into our if statement, we're going to say if mouse down and fire is equal to false. Then let us get into the if statement, and right when we get into the if statement, we're going to go ahead and set fire back to true, so that it will only come in here once, right? It won't, if I hold down the mouse button, it won't continue to do this block of code I have here. So that's what this fire equal to false does, because when we hit the green flag, fire is equal to false, and then when we hit the mouse button, then both of these are true. But if both of these are true, then I'm going to set fire equal to true, which means that both of these are now not true, right? That this one's not true, which means the whole thing is not true because we have an and here. And so it will only do this if I press the mouse. When I press the mouse button, it will only do this block of code once. And so we set fire equal to true, and we're going to set hit equal to true, right? But now the trick is that if we set it equal to true, then it's going to have the same behavior, because hit's equal to true and it's touching the bullseye was going to delete the clones, and it's going to delete all the clones. But we don't want to do that. We only want to make this condition true just for a split second. Okay, so what we can do is we can go ahead and have a wait. So we're going to wait for 0.001 seconds, so just for a split second, and then we're going to set that hit variable back to false. Okay, so we set that hit variable back to false. So what it's going to do effectively, it's going to delete the clone, but just that one. All right, so now if we go ahead and hit our green flag and I full screen it, now it's letting me well, let me hit 1. But let's see, what's not right with this? Well, we come on down, then we need to set fire back to false, right? Because we set fire to true. And so when do we want to set fire equal to false? We want to do that if the mouse has been released, right? The left mouse key button. So the way that we check if it's been released and it's been let go of is we say not mouse down. Right? So if not mouse down, then we can set fire back to false, and it's going to let this block of code be executed again if I press the mouse again. So let's go ahead and try that out. I'll full screen, hit the green flag. Now I'm going to hold the mouse. I'm going to hold the left mouse button down. So you can see it's not making all the reindeer disappear. Now I'm going to let go, and I'm going to press the mouse button again. So you can see we fixed the bug. All right. So that was a bit of a complicated algorithm, and if you have any questions about this, I can go ahead and go through it with you more slowly so that you really understand what's going on here. But yeah, that was a complicated way to fix that bug that we had.